y'all, welcome to Fitting and Homemaking. My name is Sarah, and today we are going to be switching out our hot weather clothes for our cold weather clothes. So this is just a little seasonal switch that I've started to do. I've noticed it's just easier to navigate the amount of things in my dresser if I do this switch. Most of my clothes actually I wear in both seasons because I like to layer a lot. So all my tank tops and that sort of thing stay out during the colder months because I actually wear them under my sweaters. But there are some things that I just do not wear when the weather is cold. So let's go ahead and we're going to do that today. And we're also going to, so we're looking at the dresser. I have the storage container with off-season stuff in my closet back there. So we will bring that down. And then we're also switching out the outerwear in our front coat closet. So I've already gotten started because y'all don't need to peek into my underwear drawer, but I have pulled out swimsuits. And honestly, this was the only swimsuit that I wore, so I think I'm gonna get rid of the rest of these. Over here, I have sports bras that are too uncomfortable to wear. They're like stretched out and they chafe and all these sorts of things. Do we donate swimsuits? Do swimsuits get donated? Maybe the tops? I'll have to look into that. Then I just have socks that have holes in them or don't fit well or are a texture that I can't stand to have on my body. So I don't think those things are donatable. I'll check on the swimsuits, but we'll put that in a pile because when we're switching things out, it's a good chance to kind of take stock and just see what we're not wearing, what we don't like, and then just get rid of it at that point. So I guess what we can do is we can take everything out of the dresser first, and then I'll get the storage box down. So let me turn you guys around so you can see my dresser over here. Okay, so like I said before, I already did this top drawer. Okay, let's see. So these are some camis that I wear under things. Let's go through and look. I've worn the blue ones recently. I wore this one recently, but it's so dingy looking that maybe it's time to let go. I think so. So we'll put that over there. Now one of these blue ones fits well, the other one does not. I'm trying to remember which one it is. I might have to figure that out at another point in time. Next time I grab one of these, if I try it on, it's just one comes up really tight kind of towards my armpit and the other one does not. So I get a little chafing in that area. I don't know about y'all, but when I was running, like this was the one area that I would really get chafed in. All right, this one's fine. This one I wear more in the summer, but it's got holes in it, so that's going away. All right, and that one is fine. All right. These are, again, these are more of a cottony, less stretchy tank tops rather than camis that I tend to wear, and I wear all of these. So those are good. These are like exercise shorts that are a little bit big for me. I did wear them occasionally in the summer. Let's go ahead and donate those. They're never my first choice. I got those when I was postpartum and I wasn't quite back down to my normal-ish size yet. These I wear as PJs. These boxers I've had for forever. They're just like fruit of the loom, like actual men's underwear that you can buy in the packs. Those are fine. These I wear a lot. Let's see. My t-shirts are really starting to get, oh, that one's folded weirdly. starting to get quite worn, but these are things that I generally do not wear out of the house unless I'm exercising, so that's fine. Or I wear them as jammies. This one I like, but it's got massive holes in the armpits, so we're gonna get rid of that. All right, and that one's fine. And then these are exercise tops that I wear, or I'll wear these around the house. I don't ever wear this one. I'm going to get rid of that one. I'll wear the rest of those on occasion though. Okay. So, and those are the types of things that I'll wear under stuff. My sweatpants are good. These I do wear under skirts. And for exercising in the summer, so that's good. Those can stay in there for the winter. All right, here are the shorts. I just do not wear shorts unless it is very warm out. This is another pair that I bought, and they don't fit quite right. Sorry, of course I bought these, I didn't steal them. I meant that I bought post-partum, and they don't fit quite right. The waist is a little bit big, and then it's supposed to come up to your natural waist, but because I'm taller for a girl, I'm 5'8", so I'm like right at the tall end of normal. It's just, there's not quite enough room between the crotch seam and the waist to actually have it fall where it's supposed to. So then it's not terribly comfortable. Anyway, long explanation for let's get rid of that. All right, and then these are just the other pair of boxers that I've had. I swear I've had these since graduate school, like back in 2005. Okay, so these 3 pairs of shorts I do want to keep. I had a major shorts cull last summer, but I do want to keep these 3 pairs because they fit pretty well. So this is going to go in our storage bin with our one swimsuit that we're keeping. Okay. And honestly, I don't think there's anything that goes back in the drawers that's being stored that's winter stuff, because I already have my sweaters down. And I can't imagine what other clothing that I would wear in the winter that I don't already have out. But, well, other than outerwear. I think it's mostly outerwear that's being stored there. So I'm going to go ahead and put this stuff back. That'll be my sweatpants, and my athletic pants and shorts. I do have, so I have the pair that I'm wearing right now that would go in there, and then I have a pair of pajama pants that I would wear. So that can go there. All right, so we'll put t-shirts back here because that's just where I know they live. And t-shirts that are tank tops. And then these are really my undershirts that I wear. Here, should we put I think we'll put the boxers back here because I'm probably going to be wearing them a little bit less, but I get really hot at night, so I tend to wear fewer clothes at night than the outside temperature would dictate. All right, so that's good. And this drawer I think we've already done. It's just sweaters. You know what? I don't ever wear this sweater though. It's a nice sweater. It's just a plain gray one. I don't wear it, so we'll put that in the get rid of pile. I'm tired of just not using it. That one I wear. Let's try to get some sense in here. This is a cardigan that I wear. It's another cardigan. All right. This one I don't love, but I find myself running out of sweaters, so I do wear it quite often. I like the colors, I like the brightness, I just think the way it's blocked, the color blocking on it is a little bit odd. All right, let's see what's back here. Okay, so this is a summer sweater. It's a very thin sweater, and it goes down to about here, the sleeves. So we'll put that up for storage. I don't think I had anything in this bottom one. And this is, I only really wear this with one dress. So maybe I just hang it up with that dress because I don't really like it otherwise. It's almost like a wrap for a dress. than an actual sweater. So I'll hang that up with that dress. And then this is a wrap that my friend got me from Peru that I wear sometimes. Okay, so we've got cardigans, we've got normal sweaters. Are these gonna, I had them like Tetrised in here before. Put the, okay. I really want all the cardigans to be together for some reason, like in my brain, that's what I want to do. So all the cardigans will be here. Put that one on the bottom since it's generally a lesser choice. And then put these in the front and just have them off kilter a little bit so the folded parts don't stick up too much. I think that's good. All right, I was not expecting to find those two sweaters in there, so that was great. And got a little bit more space in my sweater drawer. All right, so let's take a look. That is the going away or throwing away pile. And that over here is stuff to be stored. All right, guys, I've got the stuff there that's going to be stored or hung up. This is the gorgeous dress that I normally wear this little sweater with. So I'm actually just gonna hang it up by the loop here so that the shoulders of it don't get stretched out. Should I drape it over there a little bit? I guess we can drape it, that's fine. So anyway, I feel like there are very random times when my husband's like, hey, there's this event at work that's a fancy event, we should go to it. And it's like, so I have to keep at least one thing that's kind of fancy. Anyhow, enough about that. Let me move my purse over here so it's out of the way. Okay, and I have been bad about just shoving things up here. So this, yep, stuff's gonna fall. So this is the blanket that I used to have on the bed here. Just put that over there. This is a jacket for my son. So most of the stuff shoved on top is just outerwear. This is my daughter's jacket. We'll have to see if these fit. Usually coats are kind of sized up a bit from what you would need. Oh gosh. Yep. You can see how super organized I am. This should definitely fit him. So that's a nice heavy coat for him. And this is one of those. This should definitely fit him too. It's got dinos on it and it's got the like fake sheepskin. And some mittens. We'll have to see if those fit anyone, and a stocking cap. All right. Want to be careful how I get that down because there is some breakable stuff in there. Oh goodness, okay. Oh, there's another swimsuit in here. This was a top that I had when I was pregnant. What size is it? I doubt it will fit anymore because I was like 2 or 3 cup sizes larger then. Or I wasn't pregnant, but I was like postpartum and breastfeeding still. I'm just gonna say that is probably never gonna fit me again, so we'll put that over with the swimsuits to donate. This is my favorite hat that I've had for years. Perfect. This is probably going to be able to fit my son. Let's see, he's kind of between 2T and 3T right now, and that said 2 to 4T. This says infant toddler, so this one might be too little. I think he wore this last winter, but we'll try it. Well, this is just gonna be them trying on stuff. All right. A hat that my husband got for them, but it's like a normal sized hat. or maybe that he got that for himself. I can't remember. This is kind of my go-to really fluffy scarf. Yes, this is a scarf. My gloves that used to have leather on the hands but no longer do. So this I can just go and put in my coat pockets. Look like some pretty good mittens. These might fit my daughter now. There's like no sizing on them. Those will probably fit my daughter. These we'll have to see if they fit my son, and these fit my daughter last year, so we'll see about that. Those are linens that go with the sets we have that we don't use. My gosh, there's another swimsuit down here. Yeah, like I didn't wear that, so let's get rid of it. There's no point in still storing it. Those are the shams for that set. My football. Here are more scarves. And here are linens that we're also not using from different sets, and just memorabilia in here. And because I'm storing multiple things, this bin has just multiple storage purposes. Okay, I don't need this many scarves. Let's go ahead and put, should I try to get this in here since I'm not using this? Is that just gonna take up the whole thing? Should I just put it back on top? Sorry guys, I'm really, I have a busy, yeah, we're just gonna put that on top. I have a busy day today, and lately I've been trying to be a lot more cognizant about being present in the moment and like into what I'm doing, but my brain today has not liked that. So I'm trying and then just desperately failing in the mindfulness arena. So this is just going to go on top because it's too big to fit in here. All right, so I just put the shorts, my swimsuit, the one sweater back in here. And let's see. This is a scarf that my daughter got me as a present, so like I do want to wear it. I just normally, I have a scarf that is already out with my coat, and it fits like under my coat collar rather than over my coat collar, which I find keeps me a little bit warmer. And these are scarves that my mom made me, but I don't wear them. I feel like they could go somewhere where someone is going to wear them instead of me just holding on to them because they're handmade gifts. Sorry, something is rattling over there. I hope the camera's not picking that up. You know what? I'm going to pass these on. There's lots of people who are unhoused and I'm sure would love some cozy winter scarves, so I will specifically look them up for that purpose, because that will make me feel better about it, or I can just ride around for a couple weeks in the car and hand them out. They're very nice scarves, but I know my mom would approve of that way of passing them on. This is a scarf she made me when I was in undergrad. That is also one that I wear on the outside of my coat, and she made it neutral so it could go with anything. So I think I'll keep these two scarves. I think that's not excessive. And I have another one, like I said, that fits under my coat. 3 scarves, is that excessive? I don't think so. I think it's fine. I grew up in the Midwest where it was cold, like scarf weather, at least 5 to 6 months out of the year. So your outerwear was kind of your fashion because that's what people saw you in the winter. Okay, let's stop gabbing. Put this stuff back up. And anything that doesn't fit my kids will be out of the house. Oh, snot. Mistakes were made. That lid was not on there. Let's try again. Okay. Whew. All right. Sorry, that was maybe a little bit loud for you guys. All right, that's not too bad. Okay, so let's take stock. Go away. These are gonna go on my coat. These are a pair, oh my gosh, what is that? Okay, sorry, my lunchroom is right on the other side of that wall, and something on the dresser was rattling, and I can still hear it in my head, but I think in reality it is not rattling anymore. Okay, so this is my daughter's coat from last year. It's a 4T. She's really in 5T stuff now, but like I said, the coats tend to be oversized. These are mittens that probably will fit here well this year, although that thumb looks awfully short. We'll try them out. She has these from her friend who moved away. Actually, I think her friend let her borrow those, and then maybe we just kept them. We'll try those for my son. This is a 3T, so that should be fine. So those are the heavy coats. Then he has these 2 other coats. We don't really need 2 other coats. This is a 2T, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pass that on. This one is a 3T, so he can wear that if he doesn't quite want to wear the more waterproof, heavier one. Okay, hats. Oh, and we have this pair of mittens too. We'll have to try on mittens. All right. And yeah, tell her 2T to 4T, so my son, this should fit my son. This might fit my son. Doesn't really have a more specific, I mean, they look like the head size on these are about the same. All right, and then 2 larger hats, a lot of times they'll just borrow these. So let me go get the basket from the coat closet. You know what, I should have cut that bin down because this stuff will need to go in there. We have some summer hats here. Let's see if any of them can be gotten rid of. These I know fit. Pretty certain this still fits him. Size 50, that is of 0 help to me. This one she never wears, we're gonna get rid of it. This one I think is too small for him. Pretty certain that he grew out of that. So I'm gonna have to get that back down. That stinks for me. We'll put those to the side and do that in just a minute. So the coats I'm gonna put over here because obviously they're gonna be hung up. I'll put the scarves in the bottom here. These are gonna go on my coat. All right, let's see. How do we do this? On the bottom, I guess just rest the coats on the hats on top and put the gloves in the side. I have a feeling this is going to be a massive mess in no time. But at least we know where stuff is, and that does keep it somewhat contained. All right, let me get this darn thing back down. What a pita. Let me see if I can fold this better because it's not wanting to stay up there like that. Maybe if I fold it in thirds. Right. All right, in go the hats. And this is my hat. I know that'll fit me for forever unless it gets, I mean, it is a little bit big to start with, but I don't think that my head will shrink with the rest of my body shrinking as I age. I don't know, maybe it will. Maybe that's the thing. I know your ears and your nose get longer because that's cartilage. So I have that to look forward to. I'm sure it's already happening. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take this to the coat closet and hang these up. And then I will bring you up there so that y'all can see what it looks like. And here's our front closets. We have a couple coats for my son, a coat for my daughter that we'll have to see if that fits her or not. And maybe get her a new winter coat. They are wearing their raincoats right now, and they mostly have been laying hoodies that are kind of similar to this one, but without the lining on the inside. We have the scarves, hats, and gloves and mittens up here. Always the poop bags. And then my husband just keeps both his summer and winter stuff up here in his own bin. So he has enough room in that one bin since he's not sharing with the kids. And just some sunglasses up there. So this is my rain shell that I wear. And then this is my winter coat. And this is the scarf I was talking about. It's a much thinner but still warm scarf. And it actually fits underneath my coat when I wear it. So that's what we're looking like for our coat closet for the winter. All right, y'all, that's going to do it for today's video. I have my for the bin pile over here of things that are just damaged, and we already have enough of this stuff to use as rags. And then my to donate pile over here. So I will get that in our storage closet. And I'll look up a special place maybe to donate this to the homeless, because these scarves are really nice and would keep someone very warm this winter if they're unhoused. My storage bin is back up in the closet with my other quilts folded on top of it. Hopefully it won't attack me too many times now that it's folded a little bit differently. And I just realized that I'm still wearing my hat. That actually needs to go into the storage bins and the coat closet. But that's it for today. If you enjoyed this kind of content, please like, please subscribe, please comment. I hope it was a nice little reminder that as the seasons change, it's maybe time to go through our clothes and take stock of what we've been wearing, what we haven't been wearing, that just get rid of the stuff that is no longer serving you anymore, and go ahead and switch out your summer and your winter clothes so that you have room to access those things, and it just makes your life a little bit easier in the morning when you're trying to get dressed or just trying to find things that you need. All right, I will see you the next time. Bye.